To talk about motivation. What is the incentive of our detective to be doing this dangerous job? An interesting thing I found out while researching for this video was that the criminal, of course, needs a motive for their crime. Detective also needs a motive to enact justice. Why does the sleuth care? Is it because of work ethic and simply because it's a job that pays them? Or do they have a strong sense of justice, like a Paragon character? Perhaps the one you're most familiar with is when they have a personal connection. For example, a character might say, my loved one was murdered when I was very young, so I want to help make the world a better place by catching criminals. Or even a darker variation of that would be, my loved one was murdered, so I want to eradicate all the victims. For the second one, I might also lean into even more internal conflict. What if our detective comes across someone who is technically a criminal, but they can't help the situation they find themselves in, like a stealing from a hospital, but only because he has a sick child at home and can't afford medicine? Or someone who killed another, but only because their own family was threatened. Things like these will add drama to your story and keep audiences engaged, wondering what course of action the detective is going to take, and whether or not their worldview will be changed after witnessing the plights of other people. It all depends on the theme of your story, and that's for you to decide. Alright, let's say we're done with characterization. Let me help you make a checklist that will help you outline your story. There are 7 steps in total. 1. Event. 2. Aftermath. 3. Investigation. 4. Clues. 5. Chase. 6. Obstacles. And 7. Resolution. And you can move these around however you please. So allow me a moment to explain these headings I just shared with you. So when I say event, I of course mean the incident of the crime. Here's where you will decide what your novel is going to be about. Is it about a murder, a theft, a kidnapping? You get the idea. Next, I said aftermath. Here is where you can explain the immediate reaction of the surrounding people. Are friends and family worried, devastated, concerned? Or perhaps the neighbors are just saying good riddance to the victim. And maybe no one really noticed the rotting body cooped up in the apartment scheme until it started stinking up the place. Or maybe someone was nice enough to call our imaginary sleuth with a whole lot of concern. Depends on the story, really, and who you are as an author. After that is the investigation. Write about your detective entering the scene, being filled in about the crime, and how they will start looking for clues. It would help here immensely if you would conduct your own research and look for real life cases that are similar to what you want your novel to be about. That way, you can write with a bunch of realism in your work, and it would help. It would help to write what clues you want to make and where to put them for the sleuths to find.